If the world ended tomorrow, where do they go? Not you, not me, them, the billionaires, the royals, the CEOs, the ones who always seem to be 10 steps ahead. Because here's the truth, when disaster hits, the masses panic. But the elites, they vanish. And it's not by chance. They've already built the lifeboats, we just weren't invited. Let's start with the bunkers. Not doomsday prepper shacks in the woods. We're talking multi-million-dollar military-grade underground fortresses buried hundreds of feet beneath the earth. Places like the Oppidum in the Czech Republic, dubbed the world's largest private apocalypse shelter, or Vivos Europa 1, hidden in a German mountain, with private theaters, gene labs, hydroponic farms, even a secure DNA vault. And in the US, try Raven Rock, the Shadow Pentagon, or Cheyenne Mountain, the base NORAD once used to monitor nuclear threats. Still operational, still guarded, still off limits. But those are the places we know about, because here's where things get darker and closer to home. What if I told you that Las Vegas, yes, Vegas, wasn't just built for parties and profits, but as a gateway? Dig into old blueprints and you'll find something strange. Beneath the Strip lies a massive network of tunnels, originally built for flood control, but far too deep, too reinforced, too secretive. Locals whisper of elevators that go 20 stories underground, connecting casinos to, what? Military access points? Luxury bunkers? Escape routes? Ask yourself, why do so many elites keep property in the desert? Not Malibu, not Manhattan, Nevada. Because Nevada is home to some of the most restricted land on Earth, like Area 51. We've always been told it's for alien research, but what if that was just the decoy? Look at its location. Look at the restricted airspace. Look at how even presidents aren't fully briefed on what's stored there. Could it be an ark? A contingency shelter built to restart society after collapse? Now zoom out. Across the globe, billionaires are buying up land in New Zealand, Iceland, Patagonia, remote, fertile, geologically stable. In fact, after the 2016 election, billionaire tech moguls were caught flying into Queenstown, New Zealand with private jets and satellite phones. Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, bought citizenship there. He even secured emergency construction permits for a secluded estate that suspiciously resembles a survival compound. Why? What do they know that we don't? Because while we're told to stay calm, to trust the system, the elite are quietly building exits. They own the bunkers. They own the land, they own the airstrips. And here's the part no one wants to talk about. They don't plan to save everyone, just themselves. The Vivos Company, one of the largest private shelter networks in the world, advertises space for only 1 in every 1 million people. Think about that. For every million, one gets a seat. And who do you think that seat goes to? The teacher? The nurse? The trucker? Or the hedge fund CEO who already wired $10 million to the right offshore account? But it goes deeper. Some theorists claim there's a global shadow protocol in place, a continuity of civilization plan activated in the event of an existential threat. Not just for nuclear war, but for solar flares, AI takeovers, pandemics, or even cosmic events we haven't been told about yet. And the elites, they don't just know about the protocol, they helped write it. There are whispers of a classified underground transport grid, maglev trains connecting Colorado to DC to Nevada at hypersonic speeds. It sounds like science fiction until you realize that DARPA, Lockheed Martin, and Elon Musk have all experimented with hyperloop systems and boring tunnels for years. Why so deep underground? What are they preparing for? Here's a theory. It's not if the world ends, it's when. And when it does, there won't be a news broadcast. There won't be a warning, because by the time the sirens sound, they'll already be gone. You'll be told to shelter in place. Meanwhile, their planes will take off from private runways, their elevators will descend into fortified chambers, and the surface, left to burn, flood, collapse. Remember this, power doesn't just buy luxury, it buys escape. Now ask yourself, why do some of the richest people on Earth invest in space travel? Not exploration, not curiosity, exit strategies. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Richard Branson, they've all poured billions into private aerospace, Mars colonies, lunar bases, suborbital jets. Are they building the future or fleeing the present? Even NASA has released white papers on planetary evacuation protocols. Why would we need them unless the clock is already ticking? Now layer in the psychological control. Why is the population constantly distracted, fed nonsense, turned against each other? Because panic is dangerous, but distraction is effective. As long as you're entertained, sedated, and confused, you won't notice the helicopters taking off at midnight. You won't see the armored convoys heading into the mountains. You won't ask why emergency rations are being stockpiled by federal agencies at unprecedented levels. Because they've been preparing. The question is, have you? So next time you see a politician smiling on TV or a billionaire launching a vanity rocket, ask yourself, are they preparing for us or for themselves? Because if the world is ending, they won't be waiting in traffic. They'll be watching it unfold from behind blast-proof doors, drinking filtered water, reading dossiers, planning what comes after. And the rest of us? We'll just be casualties of a system that was never built to save us. So, where will they go? What do they know? And more importantly, why aren't you allowed to know? You be the judge. If this made you question everything, good. That's the first step. Subscribe for more content they don't want you to see. And if you're ready to dig deeper, sign up for the free underground newsletter. Link in bio. They keep the surface clean. We operate below